Hey y'all, and welcome home. Oh my god, I'm so excited. My name is Kelsey, and this is my first ever video. So welcome, and thank you so much for clicking on this video. Whatever it was that made you click on this video, I very much appreciate, and I am honored that you have decided to spend a little bit of your time, a little bit of your day with me to watch this build. So I am brand new to the whole, well, not brand new to the whole YouTube thing, but brand new to the whole Sims YouTube thing. And I have been wanting to do this for such a long time, so I am very excited to be finally taking that step, you know what I'm saying? But I have been playing The Sims almost my entire life, to be honest, and in The Sims 4, I've become quite an avid builder, and I wanted to share one of my builds with y'all today, if that is okay with you. So this is going to be a little car wash slash convenience store for your Sims to come and visit, you know, pop in, get a little snacky snack, get a little drinky drink, little some, you know. You just walk in and do a little shopping. I know this kind of build probably isn't very useful in the actual game because we do not have cars. You cannot bring your car here to wash it. But I just thought mostly I was building it for just kind of set dressing for a big project that I'm working on right now. And so, yeah, I thought that this would be really cool. So I built this shell already here. And I really wanted this to be, it's on a tiny lot of 20 by 15 currently being built in Newcrest, because I wanted it to be like a super tiny cute little simple build. It ended up taking a very long time. It's very tedious to do, but so the set that I was kind of going for is a little bit grungy, a little bit run down, just a little bit like this has been in the neighborhood. It's like a neighborhood car wash, a little neighborhood spot that's been here for years. And so it's a little run down, you know, it's got cracks in the walls, it's got cracks in the floors, it's got a rat hole inside one of the walls. It's got, you know, the glass is a little bit shattered, the floor is a little bit dusty, a little bit dingy, a little bit dirty. But you know, it's like cozy and cute and quaint, you know. So right now I'm starting in on the actual car wash part of the build, and I had a fun idea that made me want to do this in the first place, is to use these sprinklers that come for fountains in the game, and use that to like make a like active looking water feature to wash your cars in. And the inside of this, I really had no idea what I was doing. I had not a single clue. I don't remember the last time I've been to a car wash. I don't drive, I don't have a car, I have no reason to be in the presence of a car wash ever. So I didn't really know what to put inside of here. I do feel like, because whenever I was growing up, we went to a car wash that you had to actually manually wash your car by yourself. It was just like a lot to do it in, I guess. But I've been in these kind of like automatic car washes before, but I still didn't know. I didn't remember what goes on inside there. So I was just kind of winging it, and while I was building this, my brother happened to be walking by, and I asked him, because he goes and he like washes his car every week or so, and I was like, what does the inside of a car wash look like? Like, tell me, because I'm so confused. I have no idea what to put in here. And he's like, well, you know, you could come with me and come wash this car. We can go to the car wash and go wash the car with me. I'm like, never mind. No thanks. I will use my imagination. That works for me. No manual labor, please, and thank you. So I just kind of winged it. I just threw whatever mechanical looking things inside of here. The main thing that I wanted to make sure that I did was get the little water filters, not water filters, water features. And then I thought it was a really cool idea to use the little blue curtains that are like separated into two panels, to be like those little, you know, the little like noodly things, they kind of like move side to side and like wash the car, and they're like noodly things. And I was like, this is smart, this is what that looks like, and it works. And then I kind of layered that with the waterfall fountain type thing, and so I thought that was really cool, and I think it kind of came out pretty nice. I'm kind of proud of how that came out. It looks really cool in game whenever it's active, and it makes a really convincing car wash sound, surprisingly enough. Now I was going through and picking out the different cars that I wanted to show inside of here. I had to use the pickup truck. That is my favorite car in the game. I don't know what it is about pickup trucks. Actually, I do know what it is about pickup trucks. It is from, if you guys ever saw the movie Keith growing up, starring my first love, Jesse McCartney. He drove a yellow pickup truck, and it was just him, a yellow pickup truck, and a road ahead of him. You know, those types of vibes. That's what he was on. And so I fell in love with pickup trucks from then on. So I wanted to make sure that I used those. And then I started to change the kind of outside aesthetic of the place. I originally had the little awnings that kind of go for like a bakery or something, and I didn't like the way that was looking. It was looking too kind of cutesy, too kind of bakery-ish, and I wanted it to look more kind of retro and just like, I don't know, more structured and like not as cozy, maybe is the type of wording I'm trying to use. Maybe not. But then I found this little sign in debug, and I thought that was perfect. And I went kind of for this like blue and red theme. I have been on a really odd blue kick lately in my builds. The way that I've been kind of setting up this world that I'm building, everything kind of has blue details or a blue theme, and I don't know where this is coming from. I'm not a big blue fan. I'm a big yellow fan, and so I don't know why that's kind of coming through for me lately. But I just thought that this was like a cute kind of color scheme that felt kind of retro, just a little bit retro, you know. And so the outside of this is coming to an end here pretty soon. I kind of got all the little details going, and then we're moving on in. So now we're getting into the inside of the build here, the little convenience store connected to the car wash. And I wanted this to be kind of a grungy, dingy, kind of rundown type of vibe. I didn't want it to look clean. I didn't want it to look new. I wanted it to be like, oh, this has been here for a while. It's not upkept the best, you know, probably run by one family and they just kind of do their best, you know. So we're gonna start off in the bathroom here, and I was having so much trouble trying to fit in the bathroom stalls that came with University. So I ended up having to, like, I kept on changing the size of the bathroom. It wasn't working out, didn't really fit, and then I was gonna go ahead and make stalls custom like I kind of do in almost all of my builds. Honestly, the University stalls are humongous, and I don't understand whose idea this was in the first place. Actually, I'm not surprised at all, because everything in The Sims 4 is huge for no reason. Absolutely no reason. So yeah, I had to go ahead and just build my own little bathroom stalls, and I do this a lot in like most of my builds, just because I cannot use those giant things. I cannot use them. I don't want a gigantic bathroom. I want a regular size little bathroom. So why do I need a 5x5 room to fit one stall? That's a little crazy and not my fave. So we finished with the bathroom, and so we're starting in, oh, never mind, we're back in the bathroom. Finishing up some of the little details in there, a little trash can, little paper towels, and then we're just kind of decorating the outside a little bit more, putting a little bit of details. I love adding in the little ATM, I guess that's an ATM machine. That's what I'm considering it to be. That's kind of the idea. I think it's an ATM machine, but I like adding that in front of little stores and things that I build too. And we are back inside. So I really kind of wanted to do a cool kind of feature in like inspired by some of like corner stores that I've been in, where the counter is actually like surrounded in kind of glass, like for protection, I guess. And it wasn't really working out, so I kind of cut all of that out. I was doing it off camera, and it really bothered me that I couldn't do that, because it was such a cool idea in my head, and I think it would have looked really good and realistic in the game, but it just wasn't working. The windows had these weird kind of shadows on them, and it made everything just not, it was just all wrong. And so I had to kind of go for just a more basic countertop. But I do like these ones from 𝓨𝓵𝓵𝓵. What is the pack called? What is the pack called? Ooh, you know what pack I'm talking about. Ooh, you know what I'm talking about. What is it called? Yeah, whatever that one is. That's the one that they came from. And I thought that these were really cool because they had the open shelving at the bottom, which is something that I really wanted to include, because I wanted to put like how, you know, you have your little impulse buy items up at the counter, with your little candies and little things like that. So I was gonna put things in there like that. And then I was gonna use these shelves that are display shelves that have kind of some little items on them right there. But then I ended up just kind of swapping those out and moving to these base game ones that usually are for bathrooms. They have the towels on them, but this is the empty version. And I was filling up those shelves. Oh my God. It was so tedious to try and put all of these little items all over the shelves, but I really wanted it to look really realistic and full and shoppable for anybody coming through the store, that there was like, it looked like a real store that was nicely stocked out. You know, I should know about stocking out grocery stores, because that's what I do. And that was just such a long process. I ended up cutting so much out. I really shouldn't have even recorded it in the first place, but I did want to kind of show you guys how to do this. It is, again, a tedious process, but it's pretty simple and it just takes a long time. But I've got individual items. I really wanted these to be actual things that you could shop for in a retail store in the game. And I went in and I did put everything for sale. So whenever you download this into your game, you can actually go in and buy things. But the problem here is a lot of it's just decor and it's debug items. I had so many debug items filling that whole back shelf in the store. And then at some point, I don't know if I went into live mode. What do you guys say? Do you say live mode or live mode? I don't know. I say live mode. Does that just make sense to me? But I don't know, I went into live mode or I went away from the game and came back, because I did build this over a couple of days. And everything on my shelves disappeared. So that was really, really fun. It was almost my favorite thing to ever happen to me. I loved it so much. And so I had to go in and I ended up leaving a lot of it blank, because again, I was not about to spend another few hours putting all that stuff back on the shelves, but it was looking so good and feel like, look at that. Look at how cute. It was such a vibe. And then it all went to hell in a handbasket. So that was really great. And then I wanted to fill in the little counters over here with some books to be kind of like magazines, like you would buy your magazines up there. And then I was gonna put like candies and I was trying to kind of come up with different things that I can put on the shelves to be things that you could buy. I loved this little section that's kind of like all your, and I actually sectioned it off by, use. It was like body care things, bathroom things, cooking things, little convenient snacky things all together. Cleaning materials all together. I was really I was going in. I was doing a little song. I thought I was, at least. And then everything was ruined. So I started to make this little kind of pet section on the end here, but that ends up getting scrapped a little bit later, just because it was getting really tedious. And I think pretty soon here is whenever everything disappeared off the shelves. And even the things that didn't disappear, they just like fell to the ground. So if you guys download this, make sure that you have your move objects on, because I learned the hard way that when you don't, everything sucks. So here I am putting just some like little things all over the countertop. Because those impulse buy items that are just kind of there, ready for you at the checkout, those last minute things, like they catch your eye and you're like, oh, I have it. So we got little lighters, we got candy, we got chapsticks. I really thought that was really fun to like lay out all the lighters and chapsticks because they're so tiny, and it just felt very realistic to put them in there like that. And then now we're just going through and we're just grunging it up, baby, getting it all nice and dingy and dirty, and putting some splashes on the wall, like the water from the car wash is splashing the windows and leaving some residue. We got cracks in the windows, holes in the wall, all that kind of good stuff, And now at this point, I think you can see, oh no, not yet. And put up liquor, because I don't know, maybe we want to call it a liquor store. It could be a car wash and a liquor store, whatever you want. We put little pizzas in a little refrigerated thing. We're putting graffiti outside. I did put the little graffiti decal things, as well as the actual one that you can actually graffiti and paint yourself. So your Sims have a little something. Put a little food and dirt and grime underneath the counters or the shelves, and just really tried to make it feel as real and lived in and realistic as possible, because that's what I like to do. It's a lot of fun. I think at this point I'm wasting y'all's time by going through the catalog for some reason. I thought I cut all that out. Another little magazine rack, because that's something again that you would get at a convenience store. And I think after this is whenever all of my things disappear off the shelves. So look at Cameron hanging out outside. He cannot wait to get in there. What is he after? Is his name Cameron from university? That guy. You know who he is. And I'm putting cracks in the floor, because why not? Why not? And we're coming to the end here soon. We're just dingy it up a little bit more, as we said. And then little cracks in the bathroom, more graffiti outside on the walls, and really just trying to make it look like this place has been here for a while, and not many people are trying to keep it nice and tidy and clean. We're just living and we're just doing, and what happens, which is, life. And here is the devastation, the absolute, y'all don't understand the devastation. I literally spent hours putting all these things all over the shelves, and they were gone. I turned around 1 minute and everything had disappeared, much like my will to go on. And the things that didn't disappear fell to the ground, again, much like my will to go on. And I was like, I'm about to scrap this whole thing. I'm so upset. I was not having it. I was not happy. But then I was like, you know what? I intended to leave empty shelves anyway, because I am a big old CC whore and a big old mod whore. So all of the things that I can add into this, with those elements added in, I think it's gonna make it really cool and really realistic too. So I was gonna leave empty shelves anyway. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna leave it. Maybe other people, if you guys have your own mods and custom content and stuff that you can put on your shelves too, that would be great. You can really customize it and make it your own if you want. And then, I'm gonna put in lots of things, things that you can actually buy at a convenience store. I made sure to put in medicine, so when your sandwich gets sick, instead of just calling up or ordering it online, you can actually go out to the store and pick up medicine for your sandwich. I love little tiny touches like that. So that's what you are going to be able to do too. And I'm going to end up putting things from my Slice of Life mods, or my my Wonderful Whims mods, things like, things that you would buy at the little convenience store. So that's it, y'all. We are coming out to the end of the build, and I'm going to do a little tour for you guys. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I really hope that you like this build. It adds a little bit of realism, a little bit of gameplay to your game. And with that, you have a good one. Thanks so much for joining me. Bye, y'all.
Slipping slides of metro on the fly, thought I was next door. You don't smile when you get text from me. They just give you anxiety. Just so much to see the micro. Realize to hit a plateau. Cause you don't smile when you get text from me. They just give you anxiety. Going away, but it's alright though. Starting to chafe and that be painful. Happy flying, wish I'd been able to give you more and keep you stable. I don't trust just anybody. Circle tight just like the money. Plenty wrongs, they wanna try me. Pull the rope and I've been climbing. Many times I wanna let go. I'm reminded of the get-go. Where I've been, where I should get to. Keep me close, I'll show you real snow. Just like that, yeah, just like that. Just like that, yeah, just like that. Just like that, yeah, just like that. Just like that, we're moving too fast. Slip and slide, slide metro. On the fly, thought I was next door. You don't smile when you get text from me. They just give you anxiety. Slip and slide, slide metro. On the fly, thought I was next door. You don't smile when you get text from me. They just give you anxiety. Looking back, you were natural. Pattern soft, a little aggro. I could see you from the back row, shining brighter than the rest though. Up and down, I felt the head rush, from the first until the last touch. Had to tell me, mom, and hush, I can't work it if my ace crushed. Just like that, yeah, just like that. Just like that, yeah, just like that. Just like that, yeah, just like that. Just like that, we're moving too fast. Slip and slide, slide metro.